for the home team. This was for the home team.
Hey, welcome to Tailgate Beers. We got Ryan and Austin here as usual. Today we've got a special friend that's joining us on the pod, and hopefully you guys have been watching along, and you probably heard us mention his name a few times. We've mentioned Uncle Co. Yeah, we've mentioned Uncle Co a few times, but his real name is Brian Makrowski. Makrowski. We call him Uncle Co, and we can get into that story and so much more on today's episode of a Tailgate Beers podcast. So welcome, Brian.
Yeah, thanks for having me, as always.
Second time up here cruising.
Second time at cruising, second show.
So today is the last time you came up and got to see back-to-back nights.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday.
Austin Snell and
Matt Schuster.
Yeah. You got to sit backstage of the podcast.
Yep.
And then...
And I was a tech guy, remember? Austin Snell's sweater.
Yes.
I was a tech guy.
Did you make an appearance? Did you make it?
No, it was before.
Maybe his hand or something, too.
Yeah.
Maybe he handed us something.
Yeah.
Just right on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And then tonight we have Chris Cagle. So you're actually sitting in for Chris Cagle right now doing it.
Correct.
Yeah. You're not a big country guy, though.
No, I listen to country music, grew up country music, but
What's Chris Cagle song?
can I name one? No, I mean, I haven't heard one in probably 20 years.
That's it. I don't know if I can. That'd be sad that I say this out loud. I don't know if I can name a song.
I do.
I know it. I mean, I can. I know
this song,
but I don't know if I could name a title.
No, so I was sitting there trying to think. Chicks Dig It.
Yep.
That's the first one that comes to mind when I think of Chris Cagle.
Then the other one is What Kind of Gone?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, early 2000s.
Oh, yeah. That's good. I remember him for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to having him on stage. We just got done helping his team, his camp, load all the stuff in. We did that for him today, so it's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
Got a bunch of equipment, much old style type of equipment too.
A lot of equipment.
So it'd be a good show.
So going to our relationship, to tell the backstory of ours, from my perspective, I knew Matt Russell, who runs the Rockingham Motor Speedway, and you didn't even go to you were traveling.
Yeah, I was out of state whenever that's going on.
When we did tailgate doubles at the Speedway. So became super good friends with Matt down there. His family, brother, dad, everybody, they were amazing.
The Russells are an amazing family through and through.
And we just kind of grew this bond just in that time being there. And I think also, not to compare it to, war or military, but I do feel like when you go through things with people and tailgating tall boys in the grind,
The relationship you form. This is forged in fire, baby.
Your camaraderie.
Yeah.
you form this bond of like, man, we went through that shit together.
Yeah.
But so we got to experience that because he says, Matt's like, hey, I want to come up and I want to work it. Like, I want to help out. I'll haul the camper, all this stuff. Brings his camper up, brings the family up. Gracie's just running around.
Yeah.
Drives golf carts, And at Clinton, she starts off all like mellow. And then by Bloomington, I mean, she's whipping golf carts around, yelling at people.
Oh, yeah.
He brings this friend. And I'm like, I don't care. Yeah, if your buddy, hey man, my buddy's coming up. Is it cool? I don't give a shit. I mean, that's fine. And whatever. And again, we got tons of stuff going on. Yeah. You show up, and you're in this boot.
Mm-hmm. Fresh out of ankle surgery.
Fresh out of ankle surgery. And he's like talking about how he's going to, whatever. Yeah, but you were like,
did you know?
You were making your rounds and doing stuff, and you felt bad even because you were kind of in a boot. And we sat up that first night on stage. I think that's when we really got to sit down and talk about our past of manufacturing and backgrounds of stuff, and I don't know, just going through it. Then you surprise me and say, I got to go back to get this boot off on Monday, but I'm going to fly back to Bloomington and I'll be there to help. And you were there and went through the whole grind of setup.
Oh my Lord.
And what did you spend the time doing? Name a list of some shit that you got into in Bloomington. Because Bloomington, I think, is when you really got roped into a ton of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we've done a lot of the electrical stuff or whatever, putting out the spider boxes, running cables, helping out all the vendors, doing the Wi-Fi boxes with the guys, doing the lights at night, helping with the stage prep stuff, and then, of course, also got to have fun with the Raising Rowdy crew. From shooting t-shirts off into the crowd to shotgun beer.
You got up on stage.
Yeah, got up on stage a few nights in a row in Bloomington. That was a good time.
And so what sparked that is one of the first nights we went out to campground. Was it N7?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why N7 jumps in my mind.
17.
N17.
Yeah.
Shout out N17.
Legit fun time every time, because we would shut down the concert series every night, and once everything got kind of caught up, we would go out and hit the campground every night, and we would start off there and work our way around to all the campsites that were popping. And man,
but that first night is always the best because no one's hungover. Everybody's going pretty hard,
and that's where the name come from, if you remember. Uncle Co.
Right. So N17. Going back to that, we show up and they are kind of hesitant at first, if I remember, of like, I don't know, guys, you guys get out of here. And I mean, I'm not talking 10 minutes later, our fucking shirts are off and we're taking some group picture.
Yeah, I'll get a picture of that.
And some guy or somebody, I don't know who coined it, but somebody was like, man, you look like Coetzel, because you had...
I had the long hair, the stripes in the side,
racing stripes and everything. And then from there it was just Uncle Co.
Yeah, I heard it everywhere I went after that first night. So everywhere we went, if I got on a cart to ride to go, help a vendor out or whatever, or go move cattle gates, it did not matter. You would hear it, and it just all day, all night. Uncle Co.
Are you gonna bring the racing stripes back for Bloomington?
I'll start growing it out.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna start growing it out. Which I'll make both of them this year. I'll do 2 of them again this year. So, but this time it won't be like last time when it has to be prep. Last time Matt literally called me on Monday, and I jumped on a flight Wednesday and come out. So
That's wild.
yeah. Well, that's just me. I'm an adventure person. Y'all got to kind of see that. You can call me, 5 o'clock in the afternoon and say, hey, I want to do this tomorrow, and I don't care where it's at, Texas, California, don't matter. Let's go. Let's go.
So you're a single guy,
Yep.
so you're able to kind of just pick up and take off and go see some sights. Kids?
Yep. So I have 2 kids, Zach and Alexis, and I actually have 2 grandchildren. We just celebrated Mateus. Grandpa Co. So we just celebrated Alexis, Mateus, first birthday right before I come up here. So, yeah, living life, baby. Wide open, living life.
So we camped fairly close together
right there.
in Clinton. I didn't know who you were. I didn't know Matt, but I think I filled up you guys' camper a couple times with water and stuff like that. And then Bloomington, Matt was right next to us. And so got to know you guys a little bit more. But the prominent night that I really got to know Uncle Co a little bit was that one night where there was a female involved that
TikTok girl.
Yeah.
Chris.
What happened that night? What happened that night?
What happened that night? So we had went out.
That's your day old cock block.
Yeah. So we had went out that night to some bar downtown or whatever. When we got back, we decided we weren't ready to stop because we always party till 3-4 o'clock in the morning every morning.
Work.
Yeah.
I mean, you put in
Dinner was included.
I don't remember if we ate, man.
Drinks.
Yeah, but we definitely drank.
spitting some game.
Yeah. Then we get back and old Ed Sheeran Jr. over there on the guitar.
Jake Schwartzo.
Yeah. Shout out, big homie.
I mean, I watched it all in full.
It unfolded quickly. It did. I said, you know what? That's my sign to go to bed, right there. You know. So that's what I did. You know what I mean? And we're talking like 3:30 in the morning. I got my head down. That's right here, walking back to the train.
So we'll show the picture of Uncle Joe leaned up against the pole.
Yeah, I got a picture.
Oh, that's why I had
that
that.
on the pole where he slowly kept getting further and further away.
Because I went and got a fifth at the Woodward Reserve. That's what happened, and I come back and damn, I'm going 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So then I just leaned up against the pole, started drinking by myself.
Old Schwarko moved right in.
Moved right on in.
I mean, I
Playing the old guitar, look like Ed Sheeran, kind of sounded like him a little bit.
I would have put my money on any other person probably. And he comes in to kill.
Comes in for the kill.
And I've learned.
I mean, this comes in for the kill.
Yes, can't judge a book by its cover.
No, you can't. You know, you can't. You know, you can't. But I mean, like I mean, I'm a life lesson person. You know,
I've taken guitar lessons since then, by the way.
no, but I'm saying I'm a big life lessons person, so I took it as a life lesson. You know, you got to learn
Don't
from
make a
it.
girl around a ginger. There's a life lesson.
Life lesson, right there.
You're a backpack guy. You wear a lot of backpacks.
Oh yeah, just because laptop, mostly.
So when you carry a backpack, are you like a two strap on or one strap left, right?
Or do you like Colby where you just carry it in front of you?
No, most of the time it's left one,
Just one?
just one, unless like I'm in the airport or something like that, and I'll double up. But most of the time it's just one.
Just curious.
Hey.
What are you? I know you're a backpack guy. You had the same.
I
can't live without a laptop.
I would say, I mean, just general, as I grab my book bag. I mean, I don't go anywhere without that book bag.
Yeah.
I'd say one, but I do. I'm a two guy.
Yeah, I'm a two, like airport.
Yeah,
Generally, I probably over my left shoulder, just the one.
We go left.
Yeah.
I'm a left.
Well, I want
You're right.
my right.
Everything about you's backwards though. Sometimes, you know. No, I don't. Oh, okay. Well, you look good from the back.
What about pets? You have any pets?
I mean, yeah, just like everybody else, got dog,
Got goldfish. Who's take care of the dog while you're gone?
mom and dad. They're good grandparents.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever tried to explain to your dog?
What the world? Weirdest thing I've ever tried to explain. I don't know, because I have spoken to a dog drunk before. You know, poured my heart out like a counselor before. I mean, that was kind of weird when you think about that.
That is weird.
Hey, sometimes it's just you and him, you know?
Dude.
Wait, can you say that again? I didn't hear that. Can you translate that?
Okay, I hear you, translator. I heard that, by the way. Y'all mentioned me when Macy was here. You know, a shout out Macy, because she is a North Carolina girl. And, you know, I heard y'all bring that up about you having to be my translator up here, because I got the strong accent from North Carolina.
Can we get the peanut gallery to translate for us?
So jump in whenever you need to, bro.
We got Jason Brown, the translator.
Yeah.
I think he's out in the peanut gallery.
And the accent my accent is not that strong as a southern accent, you know. I think the further you go south, it probably gets worse than what I got.
I do find it funny that when you go down south or you go anywhere, whether out of the country, somewhere, people are like, oh my God, I mean, here,
Up here is so
crazy.
like I just spent 3 weeks in Ohio, and every bar I went to, they would lean over. What did you say? Where are you from? North Carolina. Does everybody talk like that? Yeah.
He says, I'm from where I like to chew my tea.
I love sweet tea. I'm sorry, but y'all's tea up here is not the same. The few places I have found it, it's not the same.
That's pretty good. What do you think of these?
I love these. I'm a big Surfside fan. Oh, we didn't even do a toast either.
Oh, real cheers.
Hey, this is our podcast.
Okay, here, cheers.
When we do toast, we do toast when we sit.
You act like you watch us or something.
Yeah, I do. You know what I mean? Are we actually going to do a toast like a life?
When we're ready?
Oh, yeah.
You want me to do my life lesson?
Oh, yeah.
Can I do
Let's
the?
wait till the timing's right, and then we'll do that.
You can't force it.
Yeah. All right, come on, let's do it.
It's not on demand.
Let's do a toast.
Toast sounds good. I like that idea, Austin.
Okay. See, that was the right timing.
Good over there.
You want one of these? Fuck, do it. There you go.
So yeah, what else is exciting? What do you do for also what do you do for work?
So I work for a glass manufacturing company in Laurinburg, North Carolina, called NSG. So I'm a maintenance manager there, but I'm also part of the North America team where, like I am here, when I leave here, going to Ottawa, Illinois to help them out with some issues. So any plant that's going through any kind of problems or got any kind of big project going on that's in my specialty, I kind of fly out and assist. So I just, travel quite a bit.
That's just silent, by the way.
I was gonna say I caught my eye too. I was gonna say there's only one of them.
Illinois.
We do a lot of editing. We can't fix your speech.
Yeah. Illinois. Excuse me.
Just watch. It's not plural.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm getting a fucking lesson on speech therapy and
Oh, we haven't even started that lesson yet. Oh God. So anyway, so how long have you been there?
I've been with the company officially, I think 8 years. I was a contractor for them before I come to work for them. So altogether, I've probably been, I don't know, probably 12, 14 years with glass manufacturing.
And they're making glass, so you had told me.
Architectural glass.
Yeah, because you had even said that there's like, after a certain time, there isn't like an airport in the country that doesn't use this glass.
Yeah, exactly. So we have some like contracts like for airports, they have to use our glass. Ballparks have to use our glass. Just different contracts like
Yeah,
that.
it's just the design of it.
Yeah, just basically, 'cause we make all kinds. I mean, we got some that we make for solar panels and stuff like that. We make glass for self-cleaning glass. I mean, all kind of technology goes into the architectural glass that we make. So we sell it to anywhere in the United States. We actually ship overseas in cargo containers. I mean, I think we got sales in over like 180 different countries or something like that. So it's a pretty big company.
So what do you have in like Ottawa?
Ottawa is it's a single float line architectural glass. They also run some First Solar glass also. The plant that I was just in Ohio, Rossford, they have 2 architectural float lines and then an automotive float line also on site. And then Lucky, Ohio is only First Solar architectural glass. They make only First Solar.
You got the Lucky very often, or you got to Lucky?
Yeah, I've been out to Lucky. I'll probably have to go back to Lucky probably in the next month or so.
They still have that big old manufacturing building that's just run down and like halfway standing. It's still out there.
It's still there.
I remember going there. We used to play baseball at Lucky.
Yeah.
My older son, and so we used to go by there, and just that old rustic building just sitting there. I mean, halfway just a shell.
I enjoy going over there. I stay in Toledo, no matter if I'm in Rossford or Lucky. I stay in Toledo just because the town's cool. I mean, you can walk to all the bars. It's a pretty cool little town to hang out in.
You got to meet
Mike Stoll.
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh
gonna say
my
too,
Lord, Mike Stoll is a legend. He got to do, or actually, I had the pleasure of getting a tattoo from him while I was there on this last business trip. So I got him lucky fucking a football because that's how I feel like my life is a lot of times. So it's pretty awesome.
to show the fans.
Well, we'll post a picture of it.
Post a picture.
Yeah, we'll
No, I
get a
think I
picture of
should
it. Probably take a shirt off.
Okay, maybe in a few minutes.
Start shedding clothes.
Just start taking clothes off. I'm
now
not ashamed to take my
his
clothes
second
off.
job of OnlyFans.
Exactly. I got an OF. We'll drop that in here somewhere. Click the link below. Subscribe.
You see all sorts of weird shit. Yeah.
Baby needs some shoes.
You'll meet his hamster.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. But
The Wayne question I want to ask. We never really asked this. Wayne brought it up one time, and we always got a kick out of it. We never really asked it to anybody. I think it might be a good opportunity.
So we're gonna do a moment brought to you by Wayne.
Yeah, moment brought to you by Wayne.
awesome.
Hopefully,
We should do a segment. It's like Wayne's
World.
Wayne's World. A moment in Wayne's World.
Yeah, a moment in Wayne's World. So this is a moment in Wayne's World because so he asked us one time as kind of a funny gee whiz type of question podcast to somebody ask, and I think this might be a good opportunity. So when you wipe, do you look?
Yeah.
Always?
Wipe, check the toilet paper, flush it.
Yeah. Good. I mean, I think it's the only way you're going to know if you're completely good. I mean, if not, you're going to walk around with an itch and a burning sensation. So, that's just my opinion.
Yours burns.
Huh?
Yours burns.
No, I'm just saying, I'm assuming if you don't wipe good, it's going to be an itchy situation and it might burn a little bit.
I didn't know that, so I'm. Have you had that before?
No, I'm assuming.
I wouldn't have assumed that because I would never say that. I would the mother sound because I don't know.
Wow, I got you.
Never.
Good trap, boys. Good trap.
Is this like on a scale of 1 to 10? How often does this happen? Like how much does it burn?
I'm not going to council while we're here, okay? I'm not doing this shit today. I'm not doing this shit today.
This is that intervention.
Yeah. I can see. I know y'all talked about an intervention when I come. I'm here. Is this the intervention part? This is. I mean, they're gonna bust through the door right now.
Come on, guys, come out now.
Yeah. Lord, no.
I saw what message you sent that 10-year-old girl.
Oh my God, that went south. That went south. Okay, so now that he's talking about pedophiles.
See how loud he gets? I know. I know. It's
Just put the mic up.
hello, friend.
Anyway,
So I've seen some pictures from you in Ohio, and lots of karaoke was happening and stuff like that. What's your go-to karaoke song?
go-to karaoke for me, believe it or not, is either if
Baby
it
got back.
that's what's okay.
Is that one of them?
Yes.
No.
Baby got back. Baby got back. If it's like a country place like Chevy's, that was one of the places we went that had karaoke. Chevy's. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No, I thought it was
Chevy's. Chevy's.
Like
Chevy.
Chevy, like a truck.
Chevrolet.
Like a Chevrolet. It's a bar in Toledo. You got karaoke. So like a country place, I'm gonna do like Jamie Johnson, Living in Color.
That's a good tune, right?
That is.
We want to play that and have them in karaoke with it.
I think we'll pull them up on stage tonight with.
Don't tempt me with a good time, baby. You know I'll do
play
it.
that song.
I ain't scared of nothing.
Yeah, that's a good plug while we're talking about it. So Taylor Brenniga is opening tonight for Chris Cake. So he's
and he's gonna be at the festival.
He's an alum from Tailgate Beers. Sat down with us when he was here last time.
Sat down with you. I haven't got a chance to sit down,
but sat down with us here on Tailgate Beers podcast. So he's an alum. So appreciate him very much.
Maybe he'll play up on the side stage and you can do
down.
another rendition of Jamie Johnson.
I am down, brother. You know me. I ain't scared of nothing.
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 Zero.
Nothing.
There's nothing you're scared of.
White women. That's it.
Snakes,
Sharks.
good. Spiders.
I ain't scared of a shark.
No. I gotta be scared of a shark. I've never seen no shark on the floor in here.
So if you're in the ocean,
So there you go. I'm not going out there to look. You know what I mean? So I don't have the fear of them because I ain't going out there. Here's Sharky, Sharky. You know what I mean?
so let's say hypothetically,
Hypothetically,
you ended up in the ocean. Would you be scared then?
no.
Just floating out there, you
Right,
want
I
to
mean,
look below
no,
the
this is
surface?
all right. So we
Would
kind
you
of
want to see it come?
okay. So we kind of talked about this, last night a little bit. I do not live in fear. So we kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday. I'm pretty sure. I don't live in fear of anything. For the simple fact is, there's a lot of people out there. In my opinion, I've traveled a lot, so I've got to meet a lot of random people in bars and airports and hotel lobbies and stuff like that. But there's people out there that live in fear. And to me, are you really living? If you have fear, so I fear nothing. If it's my time, it's my time. I've had a good time while I was here.
So going back to karaoke.
Break the tension in the room.
Come on.
Back to karaoke.
Please try to keep it on track. We're on
Yeah. I'm sorry. I apologize for that there.
So you said one song from a country.
Mm-hmm.
What else would you like? What other kind of karaoke would you do? Or
Well, like,
if you're like in a hip hop bar, what karaoke song are you going?
I would either do this is just kind of like an old school thing. Give me that donkey butt. Come on, ain't nothing like it. You can get the crowd going with that one, or Sir Mix-a-Lot, of course. Anything like that would get the crowd going.
What about pop? If you're in a pop club, what would you do?
Could you do a Katy Perry song?
Taylor Swift.
Could you do a Katy Perry song?
None. I don't know none. Or Taylor Swift.
Is Beyonce and Country Carter in your top 5 country albums from this year?
I wouldn't even consider it country. It's just my opinion.
Grammys did.
That's their mistake.
You follow any of that?
Do I follow it?
Yeah. You follow any of that stuff? That's
No.
Grammys ranked her album as the album of
She won.
the country album of the year.
Are you shitting me?
Or she put a cowboy hat on.
No.
It has.
I tried to listen to her song, and I couldn't make it through it.
But let's say hypothetically,
Right.
she was country. Like, I don't believe it's still. There's a long list of country albums
that I would put way ahead of that.
and I don't give a fuck.
And to me, nothing, you know, I'm not trying to down Beyonce, but I've not really listened to her music since Destiny Child. Well, I mean, you know,
Especially from
growing
country.
up.
I mean, country in the country genre. I mean, put her in hip hop, put her in pop, whatever.
So Garth Brooks is going to win R&B or pop next year.
Again, this is the question where it doesn't make sense. But the award shows and all that shit are so political and dumb.
It was Chris Stapleton, Post Malone. I think off the top of my head, it might be.
She beat Chris Stapleton.
There's a long list. I mean, Wallen. I mean, all.
Those were the ones that were nominated with her.
Oh,
Chris
wow.
Stapleton was nominated.
I didn't think.
I wanna say it
I
was-
didn't think Wallen.
No,
So the Grammys must not be voted on by fans. It's going to be a panel or something. Of,
yeah, if it was fans, it was fans in like L.A.
yeah.
How are you at thumb wrestling?
Oh, man, I'm not thumb wrestling in probably 20 years. Really? Back in the day, I was pretty good.
And you like tricks?
No, I wouldn't say tricks.
Just muscle it.
Yeah, just muscle it out.
You go through the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start a thumb.
Thumb or, yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8. Try to keep your thumb straight.
Yeah, I can remember that. Yeah. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've been thumb wrestling.
So I got a little trick that I do. I go through the thing and then I take my thumb and I like tickle right here the person I'm playing's thumb, and you know they get all excited and stuff and and then I usually swoop left and come back up.
So you got a strategy.
Oh yes.
Thumb wrestling. Oh, okay. That's real competition. You got a strategy in thumb wrestling. What about you?
No, I don't. Thumb wrestle.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I had to quit school because they had recess.
Exactly. Hey, I'm a high school dropout.
What else do we talk about?
Do you find it tough to be a liberal in the South?
I'm not a liberal.
You are.
No.
I thought you.
No. You find it tough to be a Democrat in Illinois?
No.
Yeah,
Fit right in this part of the country.
Illinois is a Democratic state.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Mostly upstate, mainly Chicago.
Right.
It's fucking blue. And their shit's Chicago and St. Louis.
Yeah.
But kind of fuck it up for us. But yeah, you remember our conversation? I think I had you and did we do a group call between me, you, and Matt on election night?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I was like,
Yeah.
I would say I don't want to say I was postal, but I was on borderline conspiracy theory of like losing my fucking mind that night. I think we were on the call for like 40 minutes talking about like Civil War, talking about like all student
Martial law.
martial law shit.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I didn't take my eyes off the computer that night. I'm like refreshing shit.
Yeah.
Stayed up all night till it finally went through.
Were you around Civil War time frame?
No, I wasn't around Civil War time frame.
Didn't know. Do you feel like the South won?
Obviously, from what I've read, we didn't win, but
Right. Are there still people holding on?
oh, yeah. Come on. It's the South.
You read a lot.
Yeah. I'm not going to say I read a lot. I read.
What do you read?
Most of the time I read basically like documentary kind of stuff. So, favorite book of all time is kind of weird, but
Dr. Seuss.
quit answering my questions. But I mean, I read a little bit.
Read you like a book.
Yeah, I read a little bit of everything, but my favorite book is A Good Day to Die. And it's weird how I found the book was I was watching Roadhouse, the original Roadhouse. And if y'all remember when he was upstairs before old girl come in there and fucked his brains out, he was reading a book. And that's what it was.
He's been
So I looked ever since. So I looked that book up and I read it, and it's awesome. I think if you actually read, you would enjoy it because it's based in like the 70s, and basically a straight up business guy met this wild, crazy ex-military guy in a bar down in the Keys, and they went on an adventure to blow up the Hoover Dam, and they traveled all across the United States doing speed, smoking pot, drinking beer, doing peyotes. You know what I mean? It's an awesome book. It's really adventurous.
But you just saw him get his brains fucked out, and you're like, I gotta read that book, man. Still make me
Yeah, exactly.
Has it helped?
A little bit. I mean, you know what I mean? They say diamonds is the hardest thing in the world. Obviously, they ain't seen me, So I love traveling. That's the the biggest thing for me. I think it would be hard for me to find somebody anyway, just because I enjoy traveling. I travel for work. I travel for pleasure.
There for a second, I thought he was coming up with his own subjects. Like,
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he's just trying to just. I feel like he's really trying to turn this into Tailgate Beers. I'm cool.
No, okay, I'm done.
just you're asking your own questions, or you start your own conversations.
I'm all out of my own. I was in a rhythm. I was feeling good, and then he just throws a hand grenade in the middle of it all.
Just wants to go off in left direction.
Sorry about that.
We ask questions.
I can't get my thoughts.
I didn't. Okay.
Will you hand me that snowmobile, the white oak?
Speaking of the snowmobile, that's a snow coot, I believe is the name of it. Little white one it is. Snow coot.
See, they hide their names so well.
Look at some cool cans.
Scoop. Coot, scoop.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
Cool boat, scoot, and boogie. Oh yeah.
Do you think in the year of our friendship that you got more into some of these artists?
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. I mean, after coming up here watching Austin Snell in person, I mean, it changed my view on him completely. And I mean, he's got a lot of good music, but
And I sent that song this morning.
oh my lord, it is killer. That is my kind of vibe there because it kind of got a little bit of a rock to it.
Awesome.
That's, man, he is.
It's really everybody.
And he's a cool dude in general because, I mean, just talking to him back here in the green room that night, I mean, just a laid back, cool guy, man.
I was listening to this song this morning when I sent it to you guys again, and I think there's a lot more to him than even what we touched.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I mean, look at
I would
us.
love to over time of like get with him again and do a second episode.
I actually have been thinking about that a lot, just because we just got done and we're releasing now. Austin's episode just got released. Mine, by the time this airs, has gotten released, and even mine. I mean, we couldn't get through mine without it going 3 hours long.
Right.
And I'm absolutely nobody. I don't have any of the music stuff or the interesting stuff to even talk about. So
My mom did actually listen to mine.
did she?
What since I made her cry twice.
Really?
But I did call her and tell her, I'm like, it was fucking tough. Like,
Yeah.
you get put on the spot. We didn't start. I mean, here you sit, and we didn't really plan or even say we were going to do this. This was on
No,
the
it's
way,
good.
but
Yeah.
it is kind of tough, and we haven't deep dived into your path, but it's hard to wrap up your whole background, who you are, in one episode or even 10 episodes. It's just tough to get it all out there, and it's so we did get one extra listen. My mom listened.
Vonda.
That's awesome.
They drive all the damn time. I'm like,
Vonda doesn't listen to us on a regular basis.
it's that. But they're kind of like,
Saddening.
and they travel. They drive to Table Rock. It's a 7.5 hour drive.
Right.
You're telling me
wow.
at no point you thought we should listen to our son's podcast?
Podcast. Yeah, it's perfect time to listen to it.
No, never mind.
So I've said before too, and I'm not really a podcast guy. I don't listen to podcasts. I'm more of like the TikTok reels. I would rather put the time into watching 50 TikToks that eventually kind of get to the full podcast and the different conversations.
I've never listened to a single Theo Vaughn podcast or but I've literally watched the whole thing
All through reels. Okay.
But I have watched them. I also don't have a drive time or I don't travel
I was
enough.
about to say, that's the main reason why I listen to podcasts, because I got a 40-minute ride when I'm in North Carolina. It's 40 minutes to work, 40 minutes home from work. So,
Yeah, it's 10 to 15 minute drive here. And most of the time I'm on the phone when I'm driving, but I didn't need to listen more, but I see a lot of them live vicariously through reels.
Yeah.
That's why we need to get. We try to release reels a lot and have them. Being that you're probably one of our top, I'd say maybe he's in our top 20, listeners. I'd
Shout out
say
to Corey. Corey always
Corey,
commenting.
number one listener.
Corey's always commenting on
Oh,
YouTube.
yeah, they do call him Unc also.
oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the merch boys though. They
I
call.
was about to say, I've got to
I don't know who
be
gave
the
them
top 20.
I don't know who gave them the authority to start naming people, but Corey he comments on every YouTube video. He is our number one fan for sure. So shout out.
Real quick before you go, I mean, on that, where are you going with that? I mean, so Corey shares our stuff a lot. He gets us followers. Just wondering, what Uncle Co has done for him.
Matt shares them all the time.
I shared them.
I'd say Matt's in our top 5.
You shared him?
I have shared them. And like, and commented.
Actually, the North Carolina, all of you, literally share all the time.
Yeah.
And I always love it because I don't scroll Facebook, I don't see it, but I do.
I support my people.
I do see that our one follow, Matt, Russell, Uncle Co are always on it.
I mean, it goes back to, I support all my people, just like we were talking about earlier. Y'all had Macy on. I'm not a country music person, but Macy is from North Carolina. She's representing, so I do support her.
Did you know Macy before?
I don't know her personally.
Right,
no,
but did you know?
Yeah. I've
Did you know
listened.
who she was?
Yep.
Such a good human being, and
She is awesome. She is awesome.
her team was.
Yeah.
Whole team.
Did you?
I hope she blows up. I really do, because we need a new anthem from North Carolina. So Mason, if you blow up, please rewrite us a new anthem from North Carolina. Petey Pablo is about played out.
I have a burning question. How many years did you ref?
Rest.
Yeah. You were a referee, right?
No.
Who did you take those things from?
What?
Who did you steal those from?
We need to pan down the camera.
Oh, I took a picture of them. Where that's getting posted for sure.
My shoes?
You either stole them from somebody over 65.
Oh, hey, you can talk junk, dog. These things are comfortable. They're black on black Air Maxes.
Small feet. What size shoe are you?
10.5.
No chance. Those look small.
They do look a little small.
Those are ref shoes.
No, they're definitely ref shoes. The only thing that would make them more ref shoes if you like sprayed that shiny stuff on them.
Oh, yeah. The shiny black polish. No, I mean, they're just comfortable.
That's just been killing me. I've been sitting here staring at him. I'm just thinking.
I got boots for the car.
And then I started picturing him in a ref outfit. Then I started thinking of him blowing a whistle,
Yeah.
running down the court.
Yeah.
Speaking of wardrobe, I mean, I think every time we've seen you, maybe not at Tailgate Tall Boys,
No, Tailgate Tall Boys, that's all funny shirt.
Yeah.
so it's not always the best. And
No, this is a winter time.
play.
I left North Carolina. It was 73 degrees when I got on the plane. Landed here.
Does North Carolina have an F in it?
North Carolina? Where'd you hear an AS at?
I can hear
I heard, I heard the F.
North. I thought it was N-O-H,
Oh, my Lord.
right?
Hey, where's the place that's like,
Colby, can you check how North Carolina? How is North spelled? N-O-R-T-H, right? There is no F.
what was it again?
Library.
Hey, we should have Colby be our Jamie.
Oh, yeah.
Colby could be behind the scenes and be our Jamie. Hey, can you look this up? How do you spell North?
What's the book place again?
Library.
Library.
Liable. I can't even do it y'all's way. Oh, my Lord.
Okay. When you were reffing,
Thank you, brother. Yeah, when I was
back when you were reffing,
I was just there for the hot miles, bro. I love a meal.
I'm sure you had to take a plane to where you're going.
Where he's going with us?
Yeah.
So
I am in your top 20.
But I had 20 listeners. So
It's a test.
we'll do a little segment here, brought to you by Cruisins, down here in Farmington Road. They have ducks. We've got Peoria and West Peoria. So, little Cruisins moment here, if you don't mind. You're on your referee private jet.
Right.
You've got those things on.
Bumping, baby.
You're probably wearing those like creased pants, those like
The black pants, yeah.
black pants, just straight down the leg.
That's how much starched, baby.
Whistles are clean, ready to go.
Yep.
So you're on your plane, start to go down. You just so happen to have those shoes, whistles, every album known to man in a pair of shoe. What 5 albums are you listening to and grabbing and jumping out with? You can take the whistle too.
Okay. So, all right. So we'll start out with
It's going down like you're at like 10.
chocolate starfish, hot dog flavor water, Limp Biscuit. That whole album to me was gnarly in my day, back in my day. I'd also would probably take the first CD I ever bought in my whole entire life was Juvenile, the G Code.
Oh shit!
So I would take it.
These are all going to be first, by the way.
It's gonna be real bad.
Probably not all of them. Then another one I would probably take Southtown POD. That was an old school.
What's the name of their big song? POD.
Let's see. Oh my God! If you want to ask me, I'll tell you.
Not your fan.
Like,
They got
do mud or something?
no, they got a handful, but I can't think of them now. It's got flavors.
Youth of the Nation.
Youth of a Nation.
Boom. There you go.
Yep.
I was from the South.
Yeah.
Do you only like it because it's mentioned the South?
No, I mean, this is before that. This is, I think their second or third album was Southtown. But it's just, about like I said, it's, you just got to listen to over and over again.
Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit.
POD.
POD. Probably be, Juvenile, the G Code.
So we had Juvenile. Skinner.
I would do probably
This is your thing. I mean, this
Back in Black,
this plane is all but
AC/DC.
sinking. By the
Yeah,
way.
Back in Black, AC/DC. Okay. I mean, we all grew up listening to that.
Not everybody.
Well, okay. Number 5. That's tough.
Remember how I told you you were gonna
Dr. Dre,
probably. You're in the ocean.
Dr. Dre Chronic. The Chronic album.
I would say those were all first.
Bad.
Over here. Now you got to fend off the sharks. It's a good outro.
They are. I mean,
We listened to Lemp on the way here, and I mean, now you just mentioned POD, and I haven't even heard anybody think of that name for a hot second.
well, I just remember, like I said, as a kid, this is back like having the CD player with the earphones or whatever. Headphones. Excuse me. Headphones. You have it shoved in your back pocket as you're walking through the neighborhood listening. POD was one of the CDs I had. Like I said, Juvenile to G Code was the first CD I ever bought when I was like 12 years old. We had a place called On Cue. I remember buying it, and I listened to that CD till it quit playing.
POD stands for Puddle of Mud, though, right?
No, Puddle of Mud is a different
But
band.
is it?
POD.
Yeah. Puddle of Mud is a different band. That's the one that.
What starts with an M?
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, because they're a Christian band.
Yeah, they are. I did not know you knew that. So you do know what POD is.
I went to a Christian school.
Oh, I forgot about that. I went to the hood school.
POD stands for is an American Christian metal band whose name stands for Payable on Debt.
Puddle of Mud was a band back in the day.
So when I grew up, we listened to 91.5 WCIC Christian radio, or 104.9, whatever it was, WXCL, I think it was back in the day. So it was either country, so it was like Brooks and Dunn,
Or Christian.
Christian music. So that's what I grew up. And there were some good Christian bands and bands that came out, and I still think are really great. And there are bands to this day that are Christian and most people don't even know that. I mean, are still pretty fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
But as you can see, it paid off for me. You know,
Oh, yeah.
So we're a little over an hour into this podcast. I do have
probably got
one.
some stuff to do.
Yeah, I do got one more question I would ask, and then I'll be done with Uncle Co. Are you a manscaper? You do a lot of manscaping.
Yeah.
Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
You want to elaborate on that or
What? Manscaping.
anything?
Yeah.
It's like landscaping, but for your body.
Yes. Yeah. I'm a manscaper.
Can you elaborate on that?
Like, what do I shave my balls? Yeah.
Just
yeah.
elaborate.
Yeah.
You know,
Do the curtain.
we ask questions because we want full responses, not just a yes or no.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, I manscape 100%. I shave it. Keep it clean, baby.
Chest, back, everything.
No. Just,
That's too much work.
yeah, that's too much work.
I mean, I don't think manscaping is just in your genital area.
No, I just, I would expect, her to be, and I want to be. So, because I give you that bad look.
What about last night?
Oh my lord!
You missed this.
Yeah, I caught him up on it. I caught him up
I
on
went
it.
home, went to bed.
Yeah. So I had to cut her off because she
Shout out Down Under, but Tim was on one last night.
Tim's got to be probably in our top 10.
He's probably top 10.
he was grabbing. He's a cool dude, and Austin dumps him off on me.
He was grabbing my butt.
Yes.
Social media, he's on it for us.
He was getting a little aggressive, and then I finally just said, "Hey Tim, listen, I'm not saying Lang's gay, but if you stuck a dick in his mouth, I don't think he'd spit it out." And he's like, "Really?" And I walked away, and then he walked
Took
up.
me 30 minutes to get away from him. 30 minutes.
Walked right up to him like, "Hey there, cutie."
Yeah, just started out like that.
Listen, I was waiting.
I like your beard. I like your beard.
I like your beard.
He's cool, dude. Cool, dude.
We love so.
Yeah.
I do love. I love him to death, but I'm like, dude, you gotta stop touching my butt. and then,
What would Tim do?
well, and then,
Plan, always think.
oh,
What would Tim do?
and I mean, all the while, he's just, I mean, he is on when he drinks. What are those
60 floors.
ultra whatever? And Casey is just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
just shaking his head, just like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
But just funny as he failed miserably, by the way, at the beer challenge. I got 100%.
I got 3 of 5.
Oh, cool. I have a goldfish.
Yeah.
I got 5 out of 5.
I also don't drink beer. I'm a whiskey guy.
I don't drink beer that much either.
So when you go to a bar, what do you order?
Triple shot of Jack
Right.
on
So
the
tonight we're gonna put 5 different whiskeys in a glass, and then you can try, but you will drink them until you get them right.
Okay, I drank at least a 5th last night, so I think I can do another one.
I think I could get Makers and Jack. That's probably the only 2 that
I want to do.
Absolutely.
You know what I want to do it with? TJ Perkins, just to prove how full of shit those little bourbon guys are. Like, here, I got 5 bourbons out here, and do the blind test.
Oh,
He
yeah.
ain't getting fucking even. He's not getting them all right.
Some people just need a fucking hobby.
He needs a hobby.
Yeah, I'm not one of them people.
Got money to spend.
Yeah.
Might as well buy different bourbons.
Exactly.
I mean, I do have a bourbon room. But
I love bourbon. I love whiskey. It's just my thing. And that's my order. Like, the first time I come here, we was across the street at Duck's. And when we sat down, I ordered, I said, triple shot of Jack on the rocks. You remember the look she gave me? Nobody orders that.
And then I translated it, and then she had
like the
real.
Nazis.
That's what you're drinking? I was like, yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm going to thank Uncle Cope, Brian, for joining us and sitting down, having some fun conversations. That hour and 6 minutes that we just recorded are about to be edited down to like 20.
Probably. If you get 20.
But
Otherwise, we're going to cancel.
Yeah.
even then, we have all these texts, and what's so funny is we're in this group chat, and all the while he is in this group chat and doesn't even live here. And we're talking, hey guys, you guys want to go out tonight? And
Y'all want to go to the gym?
and
Smash
he's just
the ball.
he's just getting all these texts and doesn't even live here, and you come here twice. And I said this on my episode, and there's 3 people in this room that I have become close with in different ways, and we all have our own battles. But like, going back to, we've only known each other for not even a year, and yet having friends that would do anything for you, hop on a plane, come see you. Came for my birthday. It's your birthday.
Yep.
Weekend, I guess, if you will.
It is.
It's good to have people like this, and it's awesome to even have you on. We'll have to get old Jason Brown on here. He's been sitting behind the scene, exposing a little bit.
It's over in the peanut gallery.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate y'all having me. I appreciate it. Letting me come up here and have a good time. I mean, this weekend has so far started out great. I'm assuming it's going to end great too. So I really do appreciate it, fella.
This is when we do another cheers, by the way. So before you steal our thunder,
Y'all do the cheers this time.
So hey, here's to condoms and cobras, 2 things we're not fucking with tonight.
Yeah!